How's it going? I'm PlaneJoe, and today I have something special for you. I am here at the Lockheed Martin Training, Logistics, and Simulation Facility here in Orlando, Florida, and today I'm bringing you the exclusive behind the scenes of what the future of training and simulation technology holds in store. Let's go check it out. To understand the future of training, we first need to understand what I'm calling the legacy of flight simulators. Well, simulators can come in all range of shapes and sizes based on customer needs. It can go anywhere from low-cost, low-fidelity desktop trainers, like the ones that we have at home, and range all the way to classified full-mission simulators. These are typically called dome cockpits. Let's take a look at what Lockheed Martin has in store and how they are driving the industry forward. Now, it's safe to say that Lockheed Martin has an impressive history of building flight simulator technology. In fact, the first F-35 FMS was delivered to Eglin Air Force Base back in 2011. During the duration of that program, the F-35 FMS has trained over 3,300 pilots across 12 nations. Impressive metrics by any standards. But what if we could push the boundaries of what's possible? Well, I would like to introduce you to AMAZE. Traditionally, dome simulators use high-resolution projectors to blend and warp their images onto the screen, allowing them to provide the necessary visuals for pilots to complete their training. The issue is, these projectors can use both expensive and delicate parts that need replacing, or sometimes the whole projector needs replacing. Anyone with a projector at home can attest to this maintenance requirement. AMAZE flips the script by placing LED panels directly onto the display system, providing pilots with a more true-to-life outside window view. Now, the key differentiator for Lockheed Martin is they use two items. They use the modular tiles that you see here, these LED panels, as well as a light relay that helps them blend and warp the image to the perspective of the pilot. These LED light panels are rated for over 100,000 hours of use, meaning less downtime and lower lifecycle costs than traditional projectors, which you would have to replace the bulb and recalibrate, which could take upwards of a week. This is time that the pilot doesn't have to use in the traditional dome simulator. With AMAZE, if a light panel has a dead pixel, for example, this tool allows the end user to remove that panel and place a new one in its place. What is the wording there? I am overthinking it. With AMAZE, let's say that there is a panel with a dead pixel. Well, it's super simple to replace. This tool allows the end user to remove that panel and replace it with a perfectly functioning one, dramatically reducing the maintenance time and cost. It is true plug and play. So AMAZE debuted as part of the exclusive F-35 flight training ecosystem, which proves that it drives value to the customer. Now, to help us understand that impact, we have a very special guest. He's a former Navy pilot and now a director at Lockheed Martin. I'd like to introduce to you Rock. Rock, thanks for joining.
Hey, Joe, thanks for the opportunity. Love to chat about good things.
Absolutely. So how does a product like AMAZE come to be?
Well, it starts with having a challenge and then a solution to that challenge. And the team thought big. How do we get the program off of projector-based dome systems? They're hard to deal with, and they've been a problem really for a long time. And they came up with a unique combination of LED and fiber optic technology to make it work.
I'm kind of curious, so as a former F-18 pilot, how realistic do you think simulators are to the real world?
Oh, they have grown much more realistic over the last few decades. Now, I'm a little bit dated, but I started flying fighter sims back in the early 1990s. And they were not great. They were useful to get the job done, but they have matured a lot. And with this AMAZE technology, we are bringing a new revolution to the way pilots train these type of devices.
Can you tell me, why are simulators so important when you could just go out and fly the real jet?
Absolutely. So simulators play a giant role in how pilots train. You can't do everything out in the open air. You can't get the right numbers of aircraft together. A lot of times you don't want to reveal your tactics just out there out in the open. So in a simulator environment, you can control access, you can practice techniques and procedures as much as you want to in a highly secure, controlled environment, and you can do it over and over and over again. And that's really how you build capability and proficiency, is by repeating tasks over and over again. And a sim allows you to do that in a very methodical fashion and also very affordably.
Can you talk a little bit about the importance of simulators for the F-35 program?
Sure. For the F-35 program, which really flipped the script on pilot training, the initial training phase, over half of the flight profiles are done in the simulator, and then the rest are done in the aircraft. But really, it's that level of realism that adds to that capability, and certainly for an F-35 single-seat fighter aircraft, you don't have the opportunity to have somebody fly with you. So really, your sim needs to get the job done, along with all the things you do in the aircraft.
Wow, that's pretty insane. So first time in an F-35, you're pretty much flying a solo, so.
That's exactly right. And a simulator like this, now that we're bringing AMAZE technology to the F-35 program and have the opportunity to bring it to other programs as well, it really flips the script on how we handle things like contrast resolution, because this ups the game for all those environments in terms of level of immersion and fidelity, particularly for the night scene. And you can see a night scene here. You know, I'm an F-18 pilot by background, did a lot of carrier landings over the years, daytime, nighttime, and there's not many simulation environments that can prepare you for the scope and scale of night training. With LED technology now, we can bring that level of fidelity to a night mission that it deserves.
I know one of the key focus areas with AMAZE is the maintenance side of it, and that compared to traditional dome simulators. Could you talk a little bit about the key differentiators that AMAZE brings to the table there?
Absolutely. So projector-based dome systems have been a part of pilot training products for a long, long time, for decades. Replacing and removing or replacing projectors is never an easy task, and it can down a sim for hours or potentially days. With LED technology, the same kind of thing you see out in the real world in commercial applications, you can remove and replace LED elements instantaneously. They auto-calibrate, and you can repair anything that needs to be repaired very quickly without having downtime on the sim. So you're keeping your availability on the devices, keeping them up and operating so they can execute the training missions.
No, absolutely. I think a lot of people are curious, how do you get into working on something like this? Like, people don't even think it's a job, really. So I think that's a really...
Like working on the sim, you mean, or working in the,
just
supporting
working in
the environment?
Yeah, supporting, like, just talking about, like, the type of engineers that are here, even the folks in the background, like, even finance, BD, law, comms.
So the reality here at Lockheed Martin is we have folks from all kinds of backgrounds, skill sets, and they all contribute to the task. You know, for me, I was a military transplant, came right over here to my dream job after retiring from the US Navy. And honestly, the greatest honor that I've had here with the team is working with professionals across engineering, program management, contracts, you name it, but all contributing to getting F-35 training out to a global enterprise. And in reality, stuff like this, new technology, we have folks working on these things who've been with us for a long time, and we have folks working on it who just joined our team from sources outside of Lockheed Martin. Maybe fresh out of college, some fresh out of trade schools. And the reality is we at Lockheed Martin are looking for motivated professionals that can contribute to a task and make a mission happen. And it's exciting to deliver products like this out to the field where warfighters will train, and then you'll learn to employ their skills in the real world when called upon.
So this is really awesome technology. Do you see this working in any other spaces, like maybe for the general public or anything else?
Yeah, Joe, that's another fantastic question. So we are honored to be bringing this technology to training environments via the F-35 program, and are honored to do that with our F-35 program office counterparts. But the reality is this technology is extensible to all kinds of training applications. Certainly to other platforms, other aviation platforms, whether they be initial trainer aircraft or high-end fighter aircraft. You know, we have ability to apply it to rotary wing, to helicopters as well. But really, you're only limited by your imagination for the other use cases you could come up with for either a full dome arrangement, a half dome, or some subset. But this technology is cool, and it's really impressive, and it's going to make a difference in how we train people for all kinds of tasks, not just for flying.
Wow, so Rock, everything you've been telling me about this product, it's fully modular, it reduces maintenance, and it just really changes the use case out there for dome technology like this. So I really appreciate you coming on to talk a little bit about this product behind us. So thank you.
It's a game changer. Lockheed Martin makes cool stuff.
Absolutely. Thank you, Rock.
That was incredible checking out the AMAZE Dome and what Lockheed Martin brings to the table in the world of simulators. Well, I hope you enjoyed this exclusive behind-the-scenes look, and if you want to get involved, I will leave a link in my bio so you can check it out. As always, thank you for watching, and I will catch you next time.